Hi everyone, this is David and welcome to my channel. I want to do a quick video over some things that I've learned about DPS 1. Um, for a quick background about myself, I started playing Throne and Liberty, say roughly almost 3 months ago. So I'm still fairly new. I'm not um, I guess could consider, or I wouldn't consider myself an expert player in this game. There's still a lot of things I'm learning, a lot of mistakes I'm making, but I feel at least I can maybe share some basic things I've learned about at least the game, or some of the things I picked up about DPS one that I've learned along the way, or maybe if someone's out there that could be potentially looking into like getting started in this game and looking at the different I guess classes or play styles of this game. I'm hoping this video could possibly help you and possibly answer some questions that I wish I could have learned prior to me jumping in, but hey, nonetheless. So DPS one, I'm just gonna share a few tips that I picked up, or I guess a few categories, which is gear, some of the stats, and some different builds I've explored so far. Um, so I guess let me start with the gear. Um, Change this. So right now, I'm currently building this set, which is, as you see, is it gives me extra 100, 1500 mana and extra regen, and in addition, it increased my cooldown speed by 1% per 1000 max mana up to a 20% max, which I do currently have maxed out. But before I jump into why I'm working with this build, I just want to um, talk about this prior build I was running before, which in this build I had a combination of two different sets that were, I guess, giving me two bonuses, which was the skill damage over time and the critical damage. Critical damage 15% if there's no enemies within 5 meters, an additional 10%. Which, I mean, I probably should test this build to see how it feels, because I've been playing the other build for the past week, and this build itself wasn't bad. Like, I did enjoy um, playing it, but what I felt with this build, just so I can share some light, this build I definitely kill mobs a lot faster, but I do feel like the where I guess there was a lag time between me until my skills become available, and I guess I know some people might think it's pretty dumb to, I guess, prefer the uh, I guess a more recovery or faster recovering time if the objective is just to kill the mob fast. This build would be best, but I think it's just let me I can do a quick run at this dungeon to showcase how it feels or how it looks. But anyway, mainly with this build, yes, I do feel that I kill faster, but uh, maybe keep this first mini boss kill real quick, and then continue talking more. But anyway, like long story short, with this build, uh, I definitely killed faster, but just the wait time just felt a little bit. It didn't flow well, which is, I mean, it's not completely bad. Like the speed itself wasn't too of a big issue for me, but the the biggest thing that I learned, I don't even feel that fast compared to the other ones. And I know my gear score with this build is a little bit lower, so of course I should be expected to kill faster with the other build. But what also made me abandon this build was, I guess, the material cost to enhance these gear pieces is a lot more expensive than the other build that I'm building. And I think it's just like that build that I just changed from is just more in demand because the actual um, increase in DPS it provides. Which, I mean, now that I'm starting to build more cooldown speed in this build, I could start to, I guess, argue that maybe in the long fights it might even out because like some of my bigger spells I can get off faster, or I have them recover more fast, so I can launch more, say, meteors in a boss fight compared to some of the other wizards or staff users that I see in the same group as myself. So I do think in the long fights kind of evens out, but in this build, I'm mostly just building cooldown right now. It's at 73%, but the real percentage is 42. And what I what reason why this is great for, and as you can see, my wisdom is a lot higher on this build as well. But what I think when it comes to just DPS, why the reason why cooldown is important is just without a significant amount of cooldown, our main skill to build stacks, it just seems kind of sluggish. And now, like when I'm out and just like doing my dailies or just farming, it just seemed like now with the extra cooldown speed, I don't normally make it through my full rotation that time before I need to like press this again, which is pretty great because it just feel like I can stack it on multiple mobs faster than before. Which of course we just want to stack it for our big um, explosion that we do most DPS with. So I do think the recovery speed does make a significant difference for this type of DPS build. Let me just run this real quick so I can
I can't believe I met another human being on this island. Did you get swept
talk
down the
about the
gale
stat a little
too?
bit more.
I'm the captain of a trading ship. A sudden tornado wrecked my ship and left me adrift. While we were overhauling the ship, the reptilians abducted my entire crew. I beg you, please rescue them.
So like right now, I do feel that both sets are pretty close. I think this one like start to outperform the other one once I start to like level up my gear pieces. So like this one, most of the individual pieces are, as you see, not maxed out yet. So let me open that. But anyway, I want to talk about the stats itself. Of course, um, wisdom is good for the bond build itself because just the extra mana and just the recovery speed. Let me see if I can increase it. See, and just yeah, in general, I think this is the go-to. I did, as you can see in the other one, I did experiment a little bit with. I was just running 77, a little bit over 70, and oh no, I probably will continue to experiment with this. I'm just trying to, I guess, figure out what's the the right combination, because I might even just try to, I mean, maybe adjust this to 70 and see how it feels. And I think that's one, I guess, key thing that I'm really starting to learn about this game is it gives you so many options where you can essentially make a lot of things work. It just depends on like how you want your character to, I guess, feel while like playing or fighting. So I don't know. I probably will mess around with the allocation of my stats once once I max out my gears, especially this one, because I mean at first I want to try to see like what it feels like once I hit 100, if I can do that, and of course like test that out for some time, and then probably play around, adjust it down, and try to increase um, some of my other figures. I know some players recommend for um, PvP, like creating a separate PvP build that focus mainly on strength. I will probably try to test that in a couple days for now, because I do want to just see if that gives me, um, I guess, a better survivability, which I'm assuming it does, because it's giving me extra health and damage reduction. But I just haven't developed a dedicated uh, I guess point allocation for that yet. But anyway, moving on to the last topic, I want to do just a little bit discussion about the, I guess, the points I'm currently running for one. Um, so it's hard for me to say 100% if this is the best one I would recommend, because I kind of put this together 2 days ago, to be honest. So I used to have this stat, which I traded it off so that I can utilize this plus this, which gives me an overall, was it 20% regardless if it's day or night out, which so far it does seem like it created a small DPS increase, but I do think at some point I want to um, test out how the complete right side will feel. Just focus off I guess all my mastery points on just all these skill sets. Just because like I in my mind I think they make the, I guess, the red stones are considered like attack stone, or this area is considered the attack field. And some of these, well, it doesn't show up on this because I think I have all of them unlocked. But the points to to unlock these fields is a good portion of the redstones, which I assume the designers of this game made. Of course, this field the main category for attack as it's shown here, but because of like some of these, I guess, rare talents, um, they require some rare stones too, even though it's combined with the tactics. I wonder if just focusing on this, if I can get a a better DPS output. I have tried this talent before, and it seems very interesting. I haven't tried it for long because I do feel there's a lot of circumstances where our heal comes is very important. Like it's honestly just hard to give up that this heal, which is this one right here. And most of my builds, I usually keep this on the hot bar unless I can get a sense that the healer in my group is doing a good job. But in most cases, it always comes in handy. Or generally speaking, because you have a wand, or because I have a wand, people just expect me to be able to heal. So I don't really get to run that build. Well, I haven't ran that build or that mastery long enough to actually understand understands its ins and out. I can, um, I guess, vision it being very powerful, because you're like, once you convert some of your, I guess, normal defensive or healing spells into DPS spells, and it's this one right here, which I believe layers with some of this. Like, I wonder how with this stacked plus this, and then I don't know, these two might be kind of hard to figure out which one to give up, because this skill right here comes in pretty. It's pretty handy, especially when, say, you cast one touch of despair and you only get one stack. Sometimes this talent helps get you to three stacks pretty quickly. So is that one this one is very hard to give up, to be honest. But I think if I was to become a full dedicated wine DPS and just do away with all my wizards, I mean stab skills, potentially can see like just doing full DPS and just dropping that, and just make, I guess, these two my selections. It's just uh, I I guess, long story short, I do plan on doing that at some point. I'm just right now just trying to work on unlocking my talents. The, I guess, the mastery talents. I want to test out this one. Well, not this one. Actually, this one right here. And once I get this unlocked, then I just probably do another push to maybe like 150 on my wand, and just, toy around with the talents. I mean the point allocations to see if there's something else that's, that's out there that's interesting. But overall, like, I do like how this game gives you the flexibility to be able to, customize your build, your play style. If you want to catch me live, please catch me at my on my Twitch channel. I'll make sure I'll put the username in the description below. And normally I get on there 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you found this video helpful, please do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. And if you have anything that you'd like for me to cover in another video, or any other questions that you want me to cover in any future videos, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.